What's going on, everyone? We're back for another episode of the Road to the Top 100. And I wanted to break out the Pistol Bunch tight end offense again because I uploaded one video, but it was before I started doing these motion fades like you just saw on that first play. So I wanted to have an updated video with that new wrinkle that I've thrown in, which I'll link here in case you haven't seen it yet. But I think these motion fades are just an absolute problem because so many people like to run these 3-4 defenses where they want to run the cover 2 blitz or just run cover 2 Tampa 2 coverage. So that concept, motioning the fade out and quick passing it, just really takes advantage of that. And it's something you have to at least incorporate in your game in a couple formations, even if you're not going to run pistol bunch tight end here. Now this guy I'm playing ran 3-4, I think pretty much every single snap. And I mean, I'm sure you guys know that's pretty much the nation's defense right now. But that's exactly what I designed pistol bunch tight end to beat. Is 3-4, 1-4-6. It just can't hang with the pistol bunch tight end. When you put together the quick passes, the deeper routes, the ability to run the ball either with the fake screen like you just saw there, or the halfback zone. I mean, pistol bunch tight end just destroys all the popular nation's defenses from 1-4-6, 3-4, but even the other stuff like nickel. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Another thing I wanted to get to is, you're going to see here is, I use scrambling quarterbacks. I love Lamar Jackson. And I don't know if you guys are excited as I am for the game this weekend. The showdown with the Texans go to the Ravens. That's going to be incredible. Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson. I don't know. Let me guys know below who you think is going to win that. I mean, Jackson, his ratings keep going up on Madden. He's just balling out this year. I think as of the update this weekend, he's now an 86 overall. So he's the fastest quarterback in the game, keeps getting better with his passing ratings. I don't know. I thought Russell Wilson was the MVP as of about 2 weeks ago, but Lamar Jackson's he's putting up a good fight. He's having a hell of a year, and so there's so many talented quarterbacks, and it's exciting to see all these young guys. I know Wilson's been in the league for about 8 years, but Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, that's going to be an awesome game. And getting back, I like to use the scrambling quarterbacks because, if people want to run those cover 4 defenses this year where they drop 8 and just rush 3 with no quarterback spies, you can always take off with the non-mobile quarterback, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. I mean, you guys can all get yards, but to have the threat of a Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, that just gives you a whole nother addition to your offense that your opponent has to worry about. And Russell Wilson, even though, Lamar Jackson, I still think he's the best player on Madden 20. But Russell Wilson, with his ratings, I think he's at 96 right now. He can scramble. With the addition of Josh Gordon, now you have Lockett, Gordon, Metcalf at receiver. And the Seahawks are tough, man. The Seahawks are real tough. But I think Baltimore's defense is just a little bit better because we got, the sickest defensive backfield with Thomas, Peters, Humphrey and Smith, but also some good front seven that I think plays just a little bit better than Seattle's. So that's who I like to use. If I had to pick, I'm going Ravens. But Seattle's definitely a fun team to use as well. And guys, this offense will work with anybody. So let's say, your favorite team is the Bears. It's going to work with the Bears. You won't be able to run as much, but the dots are still there. So it doesn't matter who you use. If you're using ultimate team, it doesn't matter. You can run all these things. There's nothing that's reliant on like a DeAndre Hopkins route specialist, nothing like that. So it's just basic route concepts with easy reads that once you perfect it, you're just going to drive your opponent nuts. And I did so in this game because this guy wanted to run the 3-4 defenses, and that just gets popped. We're not slowing down with the 3-4. We're gonna take advantage of that. There's just too many weaknesses. And right here, look at this 4th and inches. I wanted to highlight this. I just put up the tip video on how to stop the far tight slot fullback dive. This guy ran it on 4th and inches there, and I almost got it. Bobby Wagner got the hit stick. He got 1 yard to get the first, but that's a pretty solid defense. You're not going to hit in the backfield every time, but it at least made him think about it. Like, damn, if I run this, I'm going to get hit stick by Bobby Wagner in the middle of the gap. Here, I mean, you see Wilson at 84.6 completion percentage. He was dotted up. This guy just gave up. I was tearing up his 3-4 defense. But the funny thing is, I usually give you guys one gameplay video. I backed out of the game, restarted looking for another road to the top 100, and I got matched up with the same guy again, but this time with Jackson. So I figured, you know, that guy quit first series of the second half, so let's just go ahead and throw you the second gameplay footage too. That way you get not just 2 quarters of offense, but, you know, at least 2 games, maybe to combine to one full game, give you more clips and show you how this works with both Seattle and the Ravens. So here you're seeing first couple plays, I've ran the quick passes with slot option and the motion fade. This guy's still running his 3-4 defense, and I mean, I just can't say it enough times. The 3-4 gets destroyed. Your opponent can't run these 3-4 defenses against this formation. And so again, we go right down the field, get the easy touchdown with Lamar Jackson to Brown there. On defense, I keep trying to lab and find something new that I really like, but for the most part, I stick in 4-4 and 1-4-6. I just haven't found much else that really works better, as I missed the hit stick there in the gap. So that's kind of what I'm still running now. I'm always looking for new defenses for you guys. But even if I can't, you know, if I don't find a new blitz or coverage I think is just fantastic, worth sharing with you, I'll at least post defensive strategies like the far tight slot fullback dive defense. It's not something you might use every game, but it's a defensive breakdown. It's something that you want to know how to do and to have it in your back pocket in case you face somebody who's running a formation like that. So that's what I'm always trying to do. I mean, I love labbing offense, and I've posted up a few different videos of that, trying to get into something besides pistol bunch tight end, but this formation is just so deadly and balanced. I love it. So I'm trying to get into some new formations, a little bit of run-first formations. I know a few of you guys talked about I'm liking to run the ball, so I'll try to come out with some wing tight Z-tips, and I'll look at some other run-first formations to give you, that way you have some good runs to mix in with some solid passes too, and really balance out the game. At least even if you want to run the ball first and second down, you can pass the ball on third comfortably from the same set. And that was a sick catch, guys. I don't know if you caught that. John Brown, the diving catch, twisted his body in the air to land right on the pylon. That was nasty. That was maybe my best catch I've had this year. That was a sick, sick grab by John Brown. Wait, I keep saying John Brown. What am I saying? No, Hollywood Brown. I don't know where I was coming up with John Brown right there. I guess he used to play for the Ravens a year or two ago, I guess, for a little bit. So anyway, you see we're kind of, this guy's playing a lot of gun bunch, and we're just running the 1-4-6, 3-4, just, you know, letting him move down the field, but, you know, bend but don't break defense. That's really all you can do in Madden 20 this year. So that's what I try to do, is bend, don't break. My strategy is usually to run a lot of coverage the first 2 quarters and then start sending the house the second half. So that's what I did there to force him to a field goal, but he missed it. He came up just short of a field goal before half. So I get the ball back, up 7, about 30 seconds left with a timeout at the 47. Nice user recovery by him there. But, I mean, he's running these 3-4 defenses. He's running a lot of cover 2, and that's a problem. So we hit slot option here. Next play, I'm going to break down this verticals. I didn't post a tip video, but all you do is streak the tight end, motion over that middle bunch receiver, and he's going to always get separation against cover 2. So I hit him with that quick dot out of pistol bunch tight end at the end of the half. He's had enough. 0 for 2, second knockout. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, and I'll catch you next time.